Do you want to be part of the supply chain between California and the rest of the world? With the growth of global trade, international logistics specialists are finding great careers in a growing industry. California is a strategic location for international trade. California's top export market for goods is Mexico, and its top market for services is Canada. Other leading markets include China and Japan. Services, especially transportation from California's ports, are needed to bring imported goods to American business and households.
My name is Melissa Sanchez. I'm an International Logistics Specialist for Phoenix Technology Incorporated. An International Logistics Specialist usually processes the orders from when they come in as a quote, deals with all of the logistical aspects that go with that due to pricing, shipping, and really getting all of that together from cradle to grave. My particular position, because I do work for a small family business, we do have the opportunity to wear a lot of hats here. So there are multiple things we get to do, one of which is the ability to really research the cultures. I assist with the sales team going to trade shows, as well as the normal day-to-day logistics of the actual product, but researching the cultures, learning about it, and then actually getting to travel to help prepare everything. As an international logistics specialist, I oftentimes begin the process by receiving a request for quote. From there, I determine the quantity and the actual product the customer is looking for. After we make those determinations, we then need to find out where their final destination is going to be and the Incoterms request and payment terms that they are desiring. From there, I'm able to go to my regulation side of things and look and find out if they are an approved vendor to make sure that the product's not going to end up shipping somewhere where it should not be received, that is actually illegal for us to sell to. After all of those items have been clarified, I then contact the freight forwarding company. I provide them with the value of the product, the dimensions, and everything that they would need, including the destination, to get a few quotes. From there, once I receive multiple quotes back from my freight forwarding companies, I can then build my quote to offer to my customer. Once product is ready for shipment, I then contact the shipping companies to confirm all of the arrangements have been made, and I review all of the documentation, make sure everything's filled out completely, and that we have everything that is needed for the particular country. From that point, once the shipment has been picked up and delivered, I do follow up. I inform the customer that the product is shipped and follow up through the process. Since it's not a normal UPS shipment that makes it in a couple days, I follow up to make sure everything makes it through customs, all the tariffs have been paid and everything makes it to its final destination with that customer. As an international logistics specialist, I also assist in coordination of our international trade shows. I work closely with our Director of Global Operations to help determine the appropriate trade shows, and once they've been selected, I deal with the trade show companies with placement of our booth space, all the documentation necessary. I deal with their freight forwarding companies either through the trade show or on our own, and the ability to get our product to the trade show. As the international logistics specialist for my company, I do a lot of the research for our sales team, in addition to getting our product to the trade shows. One of the main components that we do is a lot of research with behavioral and culture norms. What is acceptable, what is not. Business styles are different in different countries. Some are more relational. They want to get to know you, they want to trust you. Whereas here we're more used to this is how it is, let's get this done and let's close the deal. So things like that. Other cultural norms, for example, in certain countries, you don't want to show the bottoms of your feet. So you want to make sure you don't cross your legs in meetings. Maybe the attire, the type of attire you'd wear during the trade show, and the type of attire that you would wear after the trade show during your downtime are both things that sometimes you need special considerations for.
Today, more than 1 in 5 California jobs depend on international trade. Since more than 80% of the world's purchasing power lies outside of the United States, future American economic growth and job creation depend on global trade and logistics.
Specific courses that would be very beneficial to someone looking to go into an international logistics specialist role would be Excel. Excel would be a great program. It's utilized tremendously with a lot of the different documents that you have to complete. Word is sometimes used as well. So a basic knowledge of most computer software programs would really be beneficial, as well as communications classes, sociology classes, anything that would help you to relate any kind of cultural classes that you can take on diversity or maybe even a world history. Additional courses that would be very beneficial would be Incoterms 2010, some humanity courses, basic introduction to exporting and shipping, letters of credit. Even though financial based, it also has a lot and ties in a lot to do with the logistical aspects of things and making sure your documentation is complete. Any communications classes or any kind of classes on cultural diversity would be extremely beneficial. To apply for an international logistics specialist and to really stand out and have your application received above others would be to include those specialized courses you've taken, to include the ability to have good attention to detail, the ability for follow-through, and really the ability to be flexible as well. Things don't always go as planned, and you need to be able to sometimes think outside the box to overcome those obstacles. As an international logistics specialist, there are multiple opportunities for growth or promotion. It's in a way such a specialized task that you have so much detail, but at the same time, you learn a lot of different areas. You learn about the purchase order and tendering process. You learn about building quotes about your products. You have to have all that knowledge base to be able to successfully do your position. You learn about the freight forwarding companies and the process that goes. You have to know about regulations. So there's a lot of specialties you can then venture into from this position, as well as potentially maybe someday taking over a team with that knowledge that you have.
For more information about earning potential for careers in California, please visit salarysurfer.cccco.edu. For more information about careers in California, please visit path2careers.net and cacareercafe.com. To find a community college near you, visit cccapply.org and learn more about how you can take the first steps to a fulfilling career today.